What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel, online www.whatsupinthesky.com. Happy New Year. It is January 1st, 2016. Boy, does time fly fast. I think I signed up for this account maybe in May of 2011, and I didn't really put any videos out until about 2013. And then that's really when I started putting out the Mars and the Moon and the space stuff. I started with an Antarctica video that may have brought some of you guys in. It brought in a lot of people. I think that video's got 2 million of my 8 million views I've got now. And thank you guys so much. I would not do this without you, honestly. We're up to, what is it, as of right now, 19,000 subscribers, 19,505 subscribers, over 8 million views, and I've got you guys to thank. The people who share the videos, the people that keep coming back, the people that keep subscribing, and then when they get unsubscribed, they subscribe again. People that come to the website, who've signed up at the forum. If you haven't done that yet, come sign up to the website. There is, it's easy to talk under one of these YouTube videos in the comments, but really, we've opened up a forum to remove the trolls. So there's no trolls there. So if you're really interested in information, come join us at the website. But tonight, we're going to go over the 2015 picks. And what I've done is I've gone through my videos basically from 2015, and I picked out some of the individual pictures, not just like the main anomaly that I stick on the, like here's a thumbnail here, right? And there's a thumbnail there. It's got the anomaly in it. I actually went through and we took the images out, and I only thought it was appropriate to start with my last video of 2015, which was the coffin on Mars that went totally viral. This had gotten maybe 400,000 hits on New Year's Eve last year, so I figured we'll start where we started off tonight. And of course, this has been used kind of against us, and then this year I'd really try to step up my game. This year you're going to notice even more so, a lot more. They're going to be, if it's not absolutely in your face, geometry, I'm not going to do the videos anymore. Like I said, it used to be quantity. I was always trying to get, at first when I first started a channel, I was trying to get as many known anomalies out there. Take a look at them. Let you see for yourself. Give you the link, because half the time you can't find the links to these things. And how this is going to work, if you've got your cards or your annotations turned on, I will go ahead and link the videos that these images are in as we go along, and they'll be up in the right hand corner. If you don't have the annotations turned on, basically, if you just, I'm starting at the bottom of my videos and go working out wise. So I'll give you the number from each one. This is from 289, Mars 289. We've got over 600 videos now on the web, or on the YouTube channel. It just blows my mind that you guys have even sat and watched this stuff. More or less 8 million you guys have viewed it. And I know, honestly, that's nothing compared to like the cat video of some cat meowing 300 times just got 10 million hits off of one thing. But for this niche, for this shows me that people are hungry for this information. My videos are usually long, so you're not getting that quick 30-second video you can just pass off to your friend. If you're gonna share my video with somebody, which obviously a lot of people have done, because you guys are great. Like I said, I wouldn't be doing it without you. And I see where you guys share stuff. Like I said, it's my friends on Facebook. You guys, we're interacting. We're on the website now. If you haven't come join the website forum, please come join the website. It's free to sign up. All you got, you can sign up with Facebook. You can sign up with Twitter. You can sign up just by creating a username, password, and it's pretty neat. You get your profile. Come on over and talk. It's so hard to have a conversation on YouTube nowadays, because if you're someone like me and you're putting out 600 videos, I've got comments under 600 videos that I'm trying to go back to. And then you got to deal with the trolls, you got to deal with the shills, you got to deal with everybody, the people who just hate life that come and it really kind of puts a damper on it. If you're really interested in this stuff and you want to share some of your images, come on over to the video or come over to the website. But let's go ahead and get started on these 2015 anomalies, because this is what we're here for. And pass this off to your friends if you get a chance. I might make a quick version of this where I actually just flip through them real quick, but I'm going to have the annotations turned on, so hopefully at the top you'll see a video link as I go through here. And here we go. The first one, the first ones I picked was one of the, I thought was kind of neat. You can see it, it almost looks like there's a profile face on this one and some blocks up here at the top. You can see a little bit better here. I usually don't do faces, but this was one that was kind of striking, just the area it was in, because here you also have what looks to be another face. Now this was painted up by some other channels. This has just been enhanced slightly by me. You can see the original on the video, so if you click the link up there, go check out the actual, or if you just hit the description, I'm going to link every single video on here and you can see it. But this was one that was pretty cool. It looks like we have a face looking upwards here, and that's going to be the last two faces that we're going to see in this video, so I promise you. And just stuff that's just unnatural. Look at that hook looking thing right there. Pretty cool stuff. So as we move on, basin jar or something, this just looked way unnatural, and it's set among nothing that looked like it. It looked like it was like a pottery that had been at some time worked by Martian hands before the devastation set in. Whatever smacked it, smacked it. This looks like a little police badge or something, or a little badge that somebody would have had. It's got a lot of symmetry. Basically, if you cut this thing right down the middle, it looks like it'll fold up perfect. The back's flat. Interesting anomaly. Sitting out on Mars. Look at this one. This was one of my cool, this is one of the favorite ones of the, because there's a bunch of stuff in this little image right here. Check out this piece right here. Tell me that that does not look like it's been carved out of it. Here you look like somebody's been working stone. Up here you've got a perfect arc. And I'm going to be going fast through these just because I've got the videos linked here if you want to check it out. If you haven't seen these, most of you guys have seen these if you're a subscriber to the channel as of lately, at least this year. So we'll keep on moving on, and I'll point out the things that, you know, the in your face things. Down here there's little interesting pieces there. They keep on moving right along. Now this one was cool. I call this one the folded rock. This thing looks like it's folded up on each other. And when I get to the next page, or the next image, you're going to say even more about what looks like folded up rocks. Look at this right here. This looks more like metal to me. And we can't get the exact color down that's actually sitting on Mars. We don't know it. We've all tried. It comes down. NASA gives us that butterscotch puke color that comes with it. But we hit our auto colors, we adjust the balances to try and make it look like it was on Earth, and that allows us and our eyes, when you sit there and let it sink in, to pick some stuff out. But if you look here, this piece right here seems to have been forged, a metal forged at one time. You've got a very interesting piece up here. It's smoothed out, almost looks like the bumper of a car or something like that. And I'm just equating that into our terms. Another one, check the video out. Here's that one up close. You can see the seam straight down it. Pretty cool. Here we've got this was just right on the random rock cliff. It's just a little divot, kind of like a little shovel piece. There's a whole area was kind of crazy. So check out that video if you want to take a look at it. This one was an old one. And now, like I said, I didn't find all of these. Like I said, these are just ones I put out, and forgive me, in the videos usually I credit who actually found these. So these are lined up perfectly. 8 of these things. This is on the side of the Victoria crater. This was taken by the Opportunity rover, and these are all spaced out exactly the same. I can't do it right here, but from here to here, from here to here. Hopefully, maybe I can do it from here to here. Look at that. Here to here. Here to here. And what in nature would do something like that? That's not part of the landing. It almost looks like a convoy, or simple put out there, some sort of rock, some sort of monument or something. But it definitely does look like a convoy. That's 8 in a row where they're perfect, were actually measured in the video. That one was a cool one. Now this is on Victoria Crater too, right at the same area. So right where they were, this is right as you're going down into the crater, and it looks like about like a tank of some sort. It's got a raised um, like a raised and beveled, like all I can say is like a port or something, like maybe if you had a submarine and you the the gyroscope or whatever comes out of it, the it's blanking my mind. It is 2 a.m. on New Year's Day now, so it's got this triangle piece to it. Here's a little bit better view of it. Just basically tighten up the colors a little bit, well, the black and white. And here is a little bit more blurry version to give you an eye of it. And this looks like it's coming off of it too, and it's up in the air. You kind of see the shadow behind it. This is one I thought was cool, especially since it was right by that 8 Caravan perfect line. Had to go in it. Had to get into the best of 2015 video. This one was just looked like an awkward rock to me. It almost looked like half of a helmet, half of a piece of equipment. You can actually see that it's got some divots in it. It's got um, geometry. It looks like it was worked. As we go forward, this little disc right here is pretty cool. Now wait till you see where this is. This little white disc um, seems to have. It seems to be symmetrical the way if you look at it here. Excuse me. And if we go up to the next shot where I actually find it from, look where here it is down here. Look what it's sitting under. Tell me that's not an entrance to a cave. This is a video to go watch. There's a lot of interesting stuff just right around here. I mean, look at this piece up here. It looks like part of a who even knows sometimes. It's hard to even name this stuff. And I used to be really liberal when it came to putting names on things. Now it's more like object, artifact, because I don't know what this stuff is, but it does look like an entrance, and this is about how it should be, into something. Into the underground. And this right here is like a little plateau, so maybe a tomb. But as you come out of it, there's just junk everywhere. It looks like Uncle Jake's junkyard, as my buddy Terry in Paris would say. And that's where you get that white disc right there. So that was one that definitely had to go in it. Now this here was hiding under a Molly cam. The Molly cam is the camera that takes the shots, the up close shots. But every once in a while, it's locked in position, and it takes a picture of something on the rover. And at this point, it took a picture of these pieces right here. I guess it was looking at this. And when you actually got it up, you could see a symmetrical, another what looked like entrance to something with sand in it. And this is on the top of a hill as well. So here's the original, and then I'll go back down to it just a little bit enhanced. Thought that one was pretty cool. This one, I do remember my buddy Rory, I believe, sent me this from Raw Spirit. This, I mean, I don't know what to say other than just say take a look at it. It's very shaped, um, cool. It goes along with most of the stuff on Mars we see is pretty much totally destroyed. We're looking at remnants. Not sure how long ago it was. If you've watched from the beginning, I've changed my mind 100 times on how long ago it was or what could have happened. So as we move forward here, this one got a lot of press in the because somebody painted this up to look just like the Apollo, the junk channel out there that does this stuff. They take decent anomalies, which just looks like an actual. This does look like worked stone that would have been, uh, you know, years and years ago. It would have looked much better. Now they went ahead and put a real pretty face on it, painted it up, and really just misled the viewers. So a lot of people stuck away from it, but this one to me had to go in. Check out the video. This has got some interesting stuff around it as well. Rami Bar-Alan put this one out. This is one of the building on Mars or statues on Mars. Tell me this doesn't look like a pyramid of some sort. It's got bevels on this as it goes up to one side. You can see it running down, braced over here. And this is at the top of a hill. You've got bracing and stuff on this pieces down, and everything looks to be kind of dilapidated, brought down. But as you go over here too, there's another little piece to it, and this, let me get it in zoomed a little bit. You're going to see it maybe in the next image. This little S piece is right in the middle of it, and it would be so ornate. It drew my attention to it immediately in the video. So if you go check out this video, if you haven't seen it, you're definitely in for a treat. Here is that's just that up close again. and then the next one's going to be that up close. You can see it again here. It's just like an S curve, and at the end it just tapers off. It's got two tapered ends. Pretty cool. Definitely deserved to be in it. So, oh, and of course the bedpan on Mars had to be on here. We we've had coffins on Mars. Now we have bedpans on Mars. Basically, we've got objects here that look unnatural to me. This seems to have a nice circle cut out in it, almost like a bowl of some sort, maybe some engravings, just been thrown towards the, you know, caution towards the wind when the planet was destroyed. Well, it wasn't destroyed, but the inhabitants most likely were. And this right here I thought was cool. What in the world rips up rocks like this? And there's blur added in here too. And check this one out here. It almost looks like this one had a little piece of it taken from it, like it was quarried. Uh, this whole video has a lot in. This is another one. Go watch it because the blurring alone is tremendous. And this piece, I mean, check that out. It looks like metal to me. And like I said, we got to be really careful about the colors because when you see this on the video, you're going to see the raw. The raw looks, just like this color right down over here. The muddy color. All you have to do is hit auto color on any imaging program, and you'll start getting your blues back. You'll start getting your gray back. But check how the perfectly straight lines are in this thing. I mean, it's this whole image is just filled with anomalies. This is another video you definitely want to watch if you haven't yet. As we roll right along, we could. All right, now here's where we really start getting good. This was some of my favorite stuff. Um, I think some of the best videos that I did, best anomalies out, were caught during these sols. You've got all sorts of stuff. Randomness, this just looks like a little piece of something, but wait till you get to see some of this stuff up close. You've got a little surfboard piece that looks down here. I mean, and that's as symmetrical as you can get. You could draw a line right down the middle. It's even beveled. It's got two levels of it. Almost see it. It actually looks like it's got, when you look at it like this, it almost looks like it's got stone spheres on around the corner of it. This piece right here is amazing to me as well, and I hope we're going to get to see that next, or one of the next ones. Let me make it small again and go up. Here it is right here. Okay. You've got this piece out in front of it that just looks like a block of some sort, a stone block, who knows what it is. But check this out here. It's almost like wire that comes up and comes down, and it's got a piece back behind it as well, and it just kind of cups around it, this back stone piece or whatever the material is that made this, and it just looks totally unnatural to me. One that I've used a bunch of times. This is one I brought on the Richard C. Hoagland show, um, and I just, it's been one of my favorites since I saw it. Here it is again, a little bit bigger. And you can see these pieces just coming straight up out of there, and they go just about to the same height as well. You can't tell if they connect because of this color up here is so bright, but either way, this is definitely a video to see if you haven't. And here we're really, you can see there's that little surfboard piece. This whole area was a gold mine, and it was filmed without, not the mass cam. The mass cams that are on the top of the rover, they didn't film these ones. This was actually filmed by the Molly cam, the one that's on the rover's arm that can, manipulate and take really clear pictures of stuff up close. But what we found out over the years, it can also take beautiful pictures of stuff that's in the distance. So look at some of these formations, and we're going to get closer to them. I mean, this is tremendous. It looks like statues that have just been blown to bits, and here it sits in the Martian soil, waiting for a civilization to be able to send somewhere. Send a rocket there, send a spaceship, send a rover, and find this stuff. It's beautiful. I definitely think this stuff is amazing. Um, keep going. I'll let your eyes adjust a little bit. Like I said, click these videos or come back. I might make another video where I'm not talking, but I show these videos just in case you want to share it with your friends but don't want to share me blabbering over them. Hey, it is what it is. But this one here was cool. It's the same area as the last one. I mean, these videos go on and on. I mean, the couple from this saw are amazing. You've got shapes that just are so precise. There's no, it's just not random rocks. You know, this piece right here has a slit through it. Check that out. It's got slices coming up this way, and in the video, I actually measure these out, and you can tell what they actually are. They look to be equal. Um, Under it, where you've got a piece here, it almost looks like a flat iron pushed up against it, and that's the shape of it. I mean, a symmetrical shape, basically, is what I'm getting at. Cut it in the middle, fold it over, it'd be perfect fit. Up here, you've got more of that good stuff. Now here is around the same area, just a little bit looking off into the distance. And what I did here, this was over here, and I wanted to show you these for sure because these were the kickers on this one. What in the world were these? They almost look like plastic rings of something, some sort of rings, and they interconnect. You can see this one here is overlapping the other one. Um, and if you just hit pause or you just let your eyes adjust to this, just looking out in the distance, you can see so much in these images. And like I said, hit the card, the annotation at the top, because this is definitely one you want to check out these videos if you haven't already. Like I said, if you've watched them already, I know a lot of you guys um, watch them as they come out. Some of you guys, but have just found the channel. Every day I get a somebody on the website or somebody joining up saying, "Hey, just found your YouTube channel. You know, love it, hate it, whatever." Um, and sign up for the website. So a lot of people have seen these enhanced images. Usually you haven't seen, most people who haven't gone to the website haven't seen these because they're on the website. Like I said, I enhance at least probably 5 to 10 images, parts of images out of each video I do. So this piece right here to me drew out, my eyes went straight to it, as well as this piece right here that looks to be engraved with something. It comes up and around here. It's very oval shaped here, like it's been worked. Comes up and around. Seems to have cut tools in it, or cut marks. I'll let you decide for yourself. Here was a neat little tablet looking piece. It almost looks like a book you'd be carrying to school. Another symmetrical piece right here. You could just cut this thing right in the middle and fold it over on each other. The can looking thing here. In 2015, the rovers brought us back some pretty amazing stuff. Um, and, and most of the stuff we're going to see, we still got maybe 20 more images to go, 15 images to go. This is mostly Mars stuff. We have one, the last one is what I'm really excited about. I saved the best for last, at least in my eyes. Um, but here you go was this corner block that when I saw this, I could not believe it. Rami Barlan had put this out, and this was, I think, the first one I saw from this Sol, S-O-L. And if you don't know what a Sol is, S-O-L, it's a Martian day. So somebody says Sol 235 from Mission Curiosity rover, that just means the 235th Martian day since the Curiosity rover got there. It's easy to keep track of stuff that way, but it looks like a cornerstone up here. So also more of the what looks like cuts in them. This is an interesting piece up here. More and more um, like patterns in this stuff. Like I said, it just looks like it was destroyed. Destroyed. Whatever smashed Mars smashed it and smashed it good. This piece here looks like a silver ingot or something. I think that's the word that you'd find on a sunken ship buried somewhere. And here was the other one that Rami Barla. This is still the same. We're still looking at the same area, and we kept getting better pictures because we got that. So like there's like a selfie that the rover took of itself, using its camera arm and basically making a panorama, and we got even better pictures of some of these. This looks just like the foot off of something I said in the first video, but you can see it's got Um, Squared off markings on it. It's cracked. You can see it's been knocked off of something. It looks like it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toes to it. Um, 5 toes. I know beings with 5 toes. I think Mars is very familiar to a lot of us. And I think that's just maybe we've got some sort of connection there in our past. Who knows? Let your eyes adjust to this one. These are videos you definitely want to go see. This is the same anomaly we saw early, just a little bit up close and a little bit brighter and a little bit different angle because this is, but you still see that slit down the middle and those slices that just come, and it looks like a manufactured piece of something. Who knows what it was? Uh, could have been block, it might be metal. There is a little bit more closer up of that cornerstone here. Um, It looks like like I said, it looks like the back's been torn off and the wind's got it buried. Who knows how far this stuff goes down? That's the other thing. This stuff could go down really far. Who knows what exactly was that buried it? The up close of the foot. I call it the foot. It looks like a foot to me. It looks like the foot of a statue you see in Egypt or on a Mayan, um, ruin or Mayan temple somewhere where there'd be someone sitting at the bottom. That would be the foot just sitting there, but it looks like it's been destroyed and ripped off of it. I see what I see. You see what you see. And this one was one of my favorite sticks that we showed this a little bit earlier. Here's a little bit more closer view of it from a little bit different angle. You can really see where it's grooved out and actually follows. You couldn't really see this in the earlier one. It follows a path, and it's got pieces in it. One of the ones had to be in a video to me, I thought. Here's that one piece that's buried, but I think if you unburied this, it would be much more blocky, and you can see it almost looks like there's a patterns on the front of it. All right, here, see it is here again. This is I mean, look at this stuff. It looks just to me this was one of the, like I said, I'm excited about 2015. I did not put out as many videos as I did before. I used to cover a lot of other anomalies that I was trying to basically bring a big database of anomalies together, and look at all the ones out there that have been found, like some of the ones Richard C. Hoagland have found, Keith Laney, JP Skipper, like some of the people that I first started when I got into this, they were the people doing it. So those are the people I went to find stuff. JP Skipper, so many of his videos we've gone through are his finds on our channel. But this year, 15, we really did focus in, I did, on more stuff that we found lately. So if you really take a look at these images here, you're going to find all sorts of stuff. And the next one's just going to be just as, I think the next image up is a wider view. And look at that. I should let you sit back and check that out. So much in here. Here's my here's the foot thing we have. I mean, it just looks like platforms and look more. Check the striations out in that piece. This stuff was somewhere at one time. And what's interesting is there's like the valley out here, and this is kind of up on the hill type deal, where you've got where this stuff might have been. You know, Um, it almost looks like Pumapunku. I mean, where you have just rocks just laying everywhere, except for down there, they've been kind of moved and somewhat put in a fashionable form. And I've heard a lot of them have walked off over the years as well to become parts of other buildings and to be used. But pretty cool. This video is a must watch right there. Uh, as always, like I said, check if you're not seeing anything coming out like a little card in the top of your video, just go to the description. I'm going to link all the videos that had images in it in this, so you'll be able to see it. Another one. Now we've changed areas now, so we're out of that other area and we're on to a new area. And what do we find? More block structures, and in the back you can even see what looks like, I can only say that it looks like something like sheet metal that's been able to be worked, or it's some sort of stone that's been able to be worked, where it comes up and it looks like it bends down and folds up. Interesting stuff. Look at the geometry in this piece here, and if we go up to the next one, it's just going to be a little bit bigger of the picture. Pretty cool. It's connected here. Like I said, it looks like it just took a smash. It looks like something smashed it right there. If you get into this image and if you get into this video, you're going to see a lot of blurring. But you're also going to see more blocks like this, and then you get really the, the difference between some of the rocks in these areas too. Like where if you're in a riverbed, you think you'd have an awful lot of these really smooth stones, but that's not the case. It seems like the upheaval, whatever took place to devastate Mars, just left it everywhere. Uncle Jake's junkyard, like Terry says. So let's keep on moving on up Uncle Jake's junkyard. Now this doesn't look like much. It was just a corner crop out of a picture, but if you really take a look at what the arrow is pointing at, this is pretty cool. It's a perfectly oval shape. It's very dark in the center. It looks like it's going down into the ground, and leading up to it seem to be pipes of some sort. They follow each other. See how they come around here? Or if it's not piping, it looks like it was a delivery system of some sort of water. Um, you know, you see piping, you think like in our terms, the pipes, the plumbing and the stuff like that. If you think of it in megalithic terms here on Earth, you see water being moved over top of stones, through mountains, through little valley or through little cutouts like this. So this would be some way to do it, but just perfect oval. Could just be a total coincidence too, but I had to put that in the video. This one I did not know what to name the video, but whatever this piece of whatever is, if this is stone, it was melted and torn apart in a way that I could never imagine it. Look at the force or whatever. It looks like metal to me. Um, it actually looks like the end of some sort of maybe a crash, some sort of building here that just twisted this stuff all up. We've got a lot of people that are, so many different people watch these videos and comment and email me, and people work in construction and people that demolish buildings. We just met a guy tonight who works up in New York demolishing buildings, and he says, "Man, I don't see I don't see people in these pictures. I see demolished ruins. After we take out a building, this is what the stuff looks like," which struck my chord because I watched a couple Hiroshima, Nagasaki after, like, 20 years after, 10 years after, directly after footage from after the war in Japan, and very similar, eerie, sad, creepy, whatever happened on Mars really took out probably a pretty big civilization, I'd imagine. Just because if we've sent 3 rovers up, and well, 4 if you got the Viking missions too. They were landers, um, one with the little baby rover on it, the Pathfinder, and all of these have found similar artifacts in different parts of Mars. So we have to think that it was widely um, inhabited, at least whatever civilization was, maybe the roaming gnome civilization, but this was taken out of an image that had those blur marks in it. You can still kind of see them across. There are these checkerboard marks, but check out not only the stuff coming down the hill here, and we're going to see some more debris, but tell me that does not. I usually don't do faces, but it looks like a little gnome face with a little mouth, ear, nose, 2 eyes, and a headdress with 3 little prongs hanging up. Now let me go to the next one, which is going to bring it in a little bit more. Um, Along with the straight edges here, it just looks like it was, and one more up, along with what looks to be a wall. And a dilapidated wall that's fallen down, and down here is where the actual, the little gnome guy is in the image. This is a cool video to watch, just to see how just to see how they get the stuff out of it, the checkerboard. But this totally looks like ruins to me as we move forward. This is one of my later videos, just recently. It had this piece in it, and I tell you, that's not a standard rock. That is something that's been buried. It's You can see it's got a white, you know, top to it or whatever you want to call it. But it comes right down here. It looks like it's dark on the inside, so it's got shadowing on it. Whether it was, you know, tied into this stuff, or this just ended up being its final resting place. It almost looks like a cooler or something that's been set in there. It was too cool not to leave out of the best of 2015. Here's one I showed Hoagland when I was on the show. Um, and this year, Richard, I know a lot of people have different views on Richard's work, and he's a very intelligent person. I've worked with him now on about 5 of the shows. We have a group of people who talk daily, pretty much looking at different things. I've been really privy to some great information through this, guys, and really good analysis. So I'm hoping 2016 is going to blow 2015 out of the water. There's so much stuff that's out there right now that we can get um, and clean up and show you that even with the Pluto missions, the New Horizons, the Dawn mission that just hit Sirius. Oh, amazing stuff coming out of there, which I'm giving a little bit of a preview of my final image I'll be doing here soon. Look at this stuff that comes up. It looks like metal pieces. And whatever this is, it's a platform. You can see it's a platform. It's got a whatever sitting on it. It almost looks like it. It's got pieces up on the top. On the bottom, looks like a flat. This is where the platform would be. And I see what I see. You see what you see. You tell me. Whatever it is, it looks manufactured. Here it is, and again, in just a little bit different color, a little bit different sharpening. Um, but you can see once again the whatever this is here comes down and conjoins it. This almost looks like the plow on my lawnmower that we have for whenever it snows here. I'm out there on my little Craftsman tractor moving stuff around because I'm too lazy to shovel. But that's what it looks like to me. I see what I see. You see what you see. All right, and we're getting towards the end here. We're getting towards the end. Um, check this out. This is cool. All these rocks right here are cool, whatever they are. This one here seems to have, um, look at that, comes around up. It seems to have, artistic looks to it, like it was part of something. Just like this one does here too. It kind of has that almost like a dome-shaped piece to it. But then the big kicker one here is this knob piece down here, and you're going to see that on the next image. I'm going to bring this one up in much bigger. But check this video out because there are all sorts of little things in here that, just letting your eyes pull out. And once you start seeing it, you'll see it. It's kind of a learning process for your mind and your eyes. If you're new to it, some people just say, rocks, whatever. No way. You're looking at rocks. You're not even on Mars. You're looking at rocks in Canada. Devon Island. No. We're looking at artifacts on Mars. I mean, that's just my take. If you don't like it, get off my channel. You don't have to stay here for 2016. Go start your own channel. Start making your own videos to debunk my channel. Whatever you need to do. But to me, this little piece here definitely looks like it was at one time a piece of something. Whether this was like a knot, a hitch holder, or something like that. And that piece up there, you can see it's got the um, like the grooves in it, and they're about the same size between them. It all kind of looks like this part. A lot of this stuff went together for something, and like I said, it just ended up here. It might not have, who knows? But I thought that was pretty cool. And we are on to our last, Cirrus. I didn't get any Pluto. I didn't do any of the Pluto stuff for the 2015 because I have been doing Keith Laney. I've been working with Richard and those guys over there, Richard Hoagland, Keith Laney, um, and they've really been doing the Pluto stuff, and I've been just using their images. So I didn't use any of those for the actual video here. The Pluto imagery out there for 2016 is going to blow your mind. I'm going to get into it extensively on the channel coming up, but check out this was kind of cool, and I'm just gonna we're about done here. So when NASA got to Sirius, um, the announcement was we found a pyramid and bright lights. What are these bright lights? And they called this a pyramid. This now, at one time it was called Pyramid. Now it was a Lonely Mountain. And now they have named it Ahuna Mons. Um, which is a festival somewhere. I forget exactly where it was. But if you look at these up close, this is an amazing features. And in the videos that's going to be linked there or in the description, we really go through it. I go through it and show you, look, this piece down here, but up in here in these what seem to be girders, rafters, pieces, who knows, there's structure built to it. Um, each angle we've gotten has given us a little bit more telltale view of it, where you can see just like the structures of it. And then it goes right in. This lonely mountain just happens to be sitting next to a crater. Now, a lot of people said that this would fit inside of there, and it won't. What would happen if you flip this over and dumped it on inside this, and if you look at it in weird ways, this will almost look like it's pushed up. If you dumped it over and put it in the crater, it would look like a diamond ring. You know, you would look like you'd have the diamond on it. It would be sticking out by, I think maybe like a half mile. I think that was the what we came up with. So there's much more mass to this than they could go into there. So it didn't come from here. That's not where this came from. So where did it come from? It almost looks like a flying something that just landed. I don't know. I cannot wait to get the close-up images. We are so close to getting these images. So hold out. We will have them soon. And here's the last one, just up close so you can see. Um, this is much taller than this is deep. So like I said, if you were to flip this over and stick it in there, like I said, it would almost look like, you know, a ring setting. But check out some of that. You can hear my cat over here screaming. He's like, "Get this video over with. It's time to hump the blankets." I guess that's what we're thinking for 2015. So, guys, wonderful year. If you made it this far into the video, you guys, I would not be making these videos if it wasn't for you guys subscribing, if it wasn't for you sharing, if I hadn't seen the website, people joining, talking in the forums. We've got great moderators over there who help. Like, I can't do all this on my own. My Facebook families out there, the United Family of Anomaly Hunters, all of the groups out there trying to do their best to put out quality information, to sort through all the noise and come up with the good anomalies for you guys to see. And as I say, going to 2016, I hope that not only myself, but everybody can up their game a little bit more and push through this matrixing, pareidolia, uh, like UFO hunter, ufologist type like label that these papers have been giving us in these. They'll take one of my videos, somebody will write an article about it, and then totally flip it around and make it seem like we're crazy. Basically, that's what the job of the article is to do. So we're going to try and do everything to give you the best of the best this year. And like I said, I hope you had a wonderful 2015. I surely did. Um, all around, it was good. Looking for a much better 2016 as we move forward, especially with the new images coming down from New Horizons, from Dawn. If the rover keeps roving, we'll be keeping them coming down. We're going to get a lot more of the newer images into the database that shows into like the analyst handbook that gives you the really higher resolution of the Curiosity rover images. Uh, the Spirit images, they're all there, but and also the opportunity. So much love, guys. What's up in the sky 37? Closing this out. How long did I make it? It is 43 minutes. Never did I think I'd go 43 minutes on this one. So you guys who like the long ones, you got it. And my fluffer's telling me to get off the phone. Yeah, or get off the phone. Get off. Usually when I have this on, I'm Skyping lately. So get off the video. Let these people enjoy their new year. All right, guys. Much love. Come check the website out. Sign up. It's free. If you're interested in this stuff, if you've got images you want to share, we will surely help you on the website. Like I said, if I'm not there doing it, the moderators are there, and they can help you get you set up. Um, they help you with your imaging software. Just come on, just ask. So, all right, guys. Much love. Peace.